Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do that side quest, Love is a Battle Realm for 1, and we're gonna be doing chapter 2, Each Day I Love You More. So let's take a look at some gameplay today. We already finished chapter 1 100%. We did that video yesterday on Every Day You Love Me Less, and now we're gonna complete chapter 2 with Each Day I Love You More. So here's the team we're going to take into the gameplay. Emma Frost. We're going to take Domino, Colossus, Nick Fury, Captain Marvel. And of course, Domino and Colossus are the ones that have the romance synergy. So we don't have to use any potions. If you don't have a romance team, you definitely want to use that romance potion so you don't get that stun reflected on you on these nodes. So let's take in the gameplay, and we are going to go up against, let's see. So the boss is going to be Deadpool. So he's going to have some regen. So right off the bat, I'm thinking we should take in a champ like Void, because he does that regen reverse. We could take in Punisher 2099. We'll have class advantage, and we'll get that regen. We'll get rid of that regen. But let's just stick with what we have. We have these champions, and it's already in there. I'm not going to back out of it. I'm just going to go in with the gameplay and see what we could do. We shouldn't have any problems with the stun because we have that romance synergy with Colossus and who is it? Domino. So hard head, if the attacker attempts to stun the defender, the stun is reflected back onto the attacker for 2.5 seconds. And there's a 7-second cooldown. And then again, if you have the influence of the romance synergy, which we have, any reflective stun does not trigger. And it also grants the attacker a permanent passive fury, granting 35% attack rating. So we have that romance synergy in place, so we don't have to worry about potions. If you don't have a romance team, then I suggest you get that, you activate a potion before this quest. And the first fight, we're going to go in against Crossbones, and we're going to take in Domino for the first fight. And again, just fun, relaxed gameplay, nothing too fancy. We're just going to try to beat down these champions as much as possible and complete this quest. And hopefully you guys get to see how we use some of these champions and just get some tips and some gameplay use out of it. So here we go. Domino, pretty cool. We just want to dex his heavy attacks, and he is pretty easy, no problem there. As you see, Power of Love kicked in, so we did not get that reflect on the node where he reflects the stun. So you could go ahead and parry all day long, no problems with any of these 5 champions, because we have that romance synergy in place. So here we go. We're going to try to fire that SP2. Now we have a taunt on him, so he's going to fire the SP1, and I did not realize that. I looked at that way too late. So again, Domino has sometimes has a taunt on the opponent where she forces them to use that SP, which is good in a lot of cases, but we walked right into that one. But here we go. Parry, dex. And we're going to fire up that SP1. Hopefully we get an internal bleed, which we didn't. And it's going to take a couple of few more light and medium hits to finish him off. I'm going to dex that, and there you go. He's done. So number 1 is done. We're going to take in, let's see, that was like about 77 hits. We're going to go up against Aegon next. And who should we use against Aegon? We could probably use any of these champions and take him down. He's not a very difficult opponent to beat. You do not want to push him to level 3, because his level 3 absolutely destroys you. So we're going to come in again, as you could see, stun, and we actually got a Power of Love triggering twice. So we did not take that reflective stun. We're going to fire the SP1. We're going to back off from his heavy attacks. We're gonna fire the SP1 again. We got a nice crit, 12,700 crit rating on that hit. So that was pretty cool. Here we go. We're gonna back off again, and then you wanna just come in and punish him. You wanna hold block with those hits. And then we're gonna fire off that SP1 again, or maybe we go for an SP2. Let's fire off the SP1. We got a nice 4,500 crit on the first hit. Nothing on the second or third hits. But again, the bleed is just non-stop. Again, no crits on that hit. We're gonna charge into him again and punish him again. Finally, a critical bleed, which is doing a nice 900 and something clip on him. So that was pretty cool. That's what we wanted. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna back up again when he throws that heavy. Gonna wait to parry. Nope. Just run into him. It's pretty simple. Not too much. It's just all timing with this guy. We're gonna try to finish him off with an SP2. And there you go. 29,700 crit on that last hit. So Domino absolutely destroys Aegon. No problems there. And now we're going to go into a little more tricky of a fight, which is going to be Magneto, or white suit Magneto. And here's where we're going to take in, because he has some serious bleeds. We have Colossus coming into the gameplay just to showcase him. Again, you said we say CB parry, and there's a power of loves activated right there because of the synergy with Domino. Fire off his unblockable SP2, and we're just gonna go straight for the SP3. And here we go. He's at 89%, took him down to 85%, so 4% down on a SP3. I think we may do more damage on an SP2. We'll test that out in a second. His SP1 took him down about 1%. We're gonna parry that heavy that he fired off. Here we go. SP2 this time, 67, 65, 62%. So definitely the SP2 does a lot more damage with this guy. And we got a 13,000 crit on a heavy attack, not too bad. No crits on that second heavy. We're gonna charge into him again. Intercept, fire up the SP2, unblockable. 12,000 crit hit, and that totally took us out of the fight. We were not expecting it to happen, and it just took us out. But again, this is just gameplay, fun gameplay. It happens. We still have a lot of champs in the game to take him out. We're going to build the charges now on Captain Marvel, get her ready for the other fights. So the nice thing with Captain Marvel is you hold the block while they're hitting into you, and she just gets those charges going. And once she hits 25 charges, she goes indestructible, sorry. And again, you might have some immunities with a lot of champions, and you have a champions that bleed immune, poison immune, but nothing beats indestructible. Indestructible covers everything known to the battle realm, and there you go. She just takes him out. But now we have built her charges a lot closer to 25 charges. So when we go into the next fight, we take in Captain Marvel. She's going to do a lot of destruction very fast. So the next fight is against Angela, which is a pretty underrated champion. She's very, very powerful. And this month, I believe, or next month, she's coming with a buff to tweak her output damage, maybe even more. I don't know how much damage you want her to have, but she's very, very good with her basic attacks. I like her a lot. She has that regen all the time. But here we have Nick Fury going into it. He's going to just power through with those bleeds. Take her down, hopefully, over time. And again, this is the decoy. It's an awakened Nick Fury, 5-star rank 5, fully sig level at 200. So he's gonna do a lot of damage here. Here we go. We're looking to parry and we're looking to land heavies with this guy. So parry and heavy is the best way to do maximum damage on these champions here. And I find, unlike most game players where they just kill off the decoy and get huge damage with the real Nick Fury, I like taking down a lot of champions in the lanes with the decoy because you have that advantage of if they were to fire off a SP3 on you, you would be able to survive the SP3 and still have the real Nick Fury to continue the fight. So it's, in my opinion, better to just fight with a decoy and save the real Nick Fury for later on in the fights down the road in the quest. But that's just my opinion. So here we go. We're going to hold block again, build those charges. She's at 24. Once she hits 25, she's going to go indestructible. Here we go, indestructible. I like to take her to SP2, fire it off. It's unblockable. And then we're going to do some damage. Every hit, light, medium, armor breaks the opponent even more, so they take even more damage. We're going to fire off the SP1 again. Break him down. Nice crits rating. Again, we're going to fire off the attacks. Now she's at 11 charges, 10 charges. Now if you were to hit him with a heavy attack, it will build the charges up even more. So heavy attacks build the charges up even more. But sometimes I just like her to go into a wrecking machine mode, and Captain Marvel is an absolute MVP dealing with these lanes once she's ramped up. Now we're going to take on Cyclops. As you can see, Captain Marvel is still pretty good on health, 86%. She has 10 charges. We're going to build those charges again. On a normal gameplay and quest where the health level of the opponent is a lot less, she just is a lane wrecking machine and she takes them out with the charges staying really relatively high. She took a very heavy hit there and a hard hit, and she went into binary mode, which I didn't want her to do yet, but it's an unblockable with SP2s. So here we go, we're gonna build a charge with a heavy. Fire it off, and we're gonna start building those charges again by holding block. And firing off the SP1. When you fire off the SP1, I believe she gets an extra 3 charges. So she goes, here you go. He hit me with that SP2 again, and again that triggered her into binary mode. And every light and medium attack, just armor breaks the opponent, so it's an absolute beatdown. So that is Captain Marvel. Now what I should have done is just kept her for this fight because she's an absolute beast when she has those charges up. But we want to gameplay with all of the champions in this just to check it out. This guy has healing and regeneration ability, 100% more health. He has aggression and he has strike back. When damaged by an SP, this enemy gains 1 bar of power, so you don't want to use your SPs when he's over 2 bars because he's going to go straight into SP3, and all the SP attacks are completely, absolutely unblockable. So you just need to dex and stay away from him when he's about to throw those. But we're going to see this in the gameplay because I'm sure I'm going to mess up quite a few times here as well. So we're going to hold that block, fire up that heavy, and start that bleed process to break him down. So remember, his SPs are completely unblockable, so you don't want to push him to SP3 at all. You do not want to use your SPs when he's over 2 bars of power. It's going to push him to SP3. We're going to showcase that again. So he's unblockable, so don't hold block. The best way is just to stay away from him when he's firing off those special attacks. And it's pretty easy to evade. So now I'm in the real Nick Fury, and we're gonna fire off that heavy that SP3. Hopefully we're gonna bring him down a lot more. But we still want to showcase the other champions in the game. But Nick Fury could definitely take him down. You just have to stay away from his special attacks and do not fire off your special attack. As you can see, totally unblockable. So hold and block is a complete absolute waste of time. Let's just use up whatever life we have left of Domino and just showcase that again. Nice crit. All right, we want to fire up the SP1, try to get some bleed on this guy. And we want to stay away from his SP2. We do not want to attack into him. The SP3 is definitely going to destroy us instantly. And that's what I'm saying. You just bait it out. Stay away from him when he has an SP ready to go. And that's the end of her. We're going to take in now Emma Frost, who has a ton of immunities. She's not going to take any bleed damage here. We're going to build that prowess. Put that power sting on him so that if he fires off his SP, he's going to take some damage. Again, we don't want to push him to SP3, but I'm thinking, can she take one of his SP3s? Because she's in diamond form, she probably will be able to survive it. But not here. She just came out of diamond form, and that's no good because now he's absolutely going to devastate us. So that is just a timing issue. So you don't want to be on the wrong side of her. But again, she does have that safety net that she takes a certain percentage of damage anyway. So here we go, and that's it. We need to keep her in diamond form when fighting Deadpool. So not too bad. We still have Captain Marvel. We're gonna do some boost and just use some that lesser love juice. Might as well use it up. Why save it when it's gonna be expiring at the end of this month anyway? So we want to use that revive on her, that heal potion. I should have done more, but let's see if we have enough, because I'm thinking I just need to take her into binary and indestructible. But I didn't realize she was that low on charges. So he's reviving some health. We're out. We need to revive her and take her into binary indestructible mode. And she's going to finish off this fight. But again, any one of these champions could finish off this fight. Void is going to be very, very good in this fight, because he's going to reverse healing. Punisher 2099 is going to be absolutely beast mode in this fight as well, because he's going to heal block and he's going to do a lot of damage with that SP2. And he automatically prevents, once he has over 50 charges, he's going to prevent Deadpool from going to SP3. So Punisher 2099 is going to be an absolute MVP in this gameplay against Deadpool. But here we go. Again, your decks, they're unblockable. Very easy to do. We got to 21 charges. We get away from the unblockable again. We just need him to take some punch into us, so we get to 25 charges. A couple more hits could do it. We're gonna push him to the extreme edge, and there we go. We're indestructible. We could push him to SP3 and take that with no problem. SP2 is unblockable. I'm hoping that he fires off the SP3. And there we go. We're still indestructible. Our timer is still on. We have time. So all of this is not going to affect us at all. She's still at 53%. Taking the hit, she's still at 53%. And now we still have our binary in effect. And we're just going to punch into him and break him down. That is the gameplay for Love is a Battle Realm for 1. Each day I love you more. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Please leave comments below on who you chose. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribers very much needed. And again, don't forget to hit the notification bell So that's chapter 100%, and I'm going to finish up chapter 2. Catch you guys next time.